Hello YouTube, just stopping by one more time. I haven't posted in a while. You're not going to see my face very much or at all in this video because for once I am doing a deck profile video. I haven't really gone over what decks I'm running, but this is a work in progress. I saw it being used, a variation of it being used on the Dueling Network, and I thought it was actually pretty cool, so I'm gonna make my own little version of it, and even with the proxies in it, I don't like doing a deck profile video if there's no there's proxies in it. But I think this one actually is kind of worth the time because it's actually really funny. Because I've with a decent hand I can keep up with like wind-ups and Zectors, Chaos Dragons, and I've even beaten them sometimes. It's actually really awesome. But without further ado, I'm just going to get started. Yes, you are absolutely correct. This is a Flying Fortress SKYFIRE deck. Yeah, that guy is sweet. Yeah, it's really sunny here. He's a really good card. I mean, he's not seen much because he's actually pretty difficult to get out. With the introduction of Dark Flat Top and Order of Chaos, he's actually a much easier target to get out because Dark Flat Top ignores his summoning conditions of having to have all the SKYFIRE pieces on the field. And yes, this Reckless Greed is a proxy for the SKYFIRE. You'll see a decent amount of proxies in this deck, and I'm trying to get them all taken care of. But yes, it is a Flying Fortress SKYFIRE, and there are 3 of those. Yep. There's triple Gajiltron Dragons. Because this deck also does use Gear Town, and is awesome. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. The Temperance is a proxy for the Gajiltron because I need to get a 3rd one. The Twin-Headed Behemoths are black salvos, and for those of you who do not know what he does, when he's summoned, you grab a level 4 dark machine-type monster from your graveyard and special summon it. As you can see, its target 9 times out of 10 is usually going to be a Dekoichi, and it's an easy black rose. Next cards is triple Dekoichi. Flip, draw a card. His secondary effect doesn't really matter for me because I never really use him any other way except for draw power. I mean, I have used him as like a black rose to clear the field, but I forgot my extra deck over at a friend's house, so yeah, it's getting really sunny. But yeah, there's 3 of those guys. Yep, that is Junk Synchron. Junk Synchron is the dude right now. Yep, he's pretty sweet. I use him a lot with combination of a couple cards to get out that oh so lovely Frozen Fitzgerald that nobody really likes. And we got I'm like looking through my camera or my phone to see where I'm grabbing, and it's kind of misproportioned. Next card is triple Cyber Dragons. This is, as you can tell, primarily a machine deck, so anybody who plays Cyber Dragon on me, I'm kind of screwed. But it's actually kind of cool when I go, get a full field of, SKYFIRE, Gajiltron, and Dark Flat Top, and I go him, and then I can contact for them all, then I can basically redo it by Monster Reborning stuff and replaying. It's actually really cool. I've got some really nasty combos off with this deck. But yep, there's 3 of those. There are 2 Card Troopers. Usage is for getting SKYFIRE into the graveyard. For getting Gajiltron in the graveyard. That's really what he's used for. He's also a good draw power. You blow him off, hey, I get a card. But yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's not perfect, but next card is 2 Raikou. 3 Sazank is the proxy, and for some of the cards I tried to get similar effects or something like that for him, but you can only do so much. But yeah, there's 2 Raikou in here, also for getting SKYFIRE into the graveyard. And we have 1, 2, 3. Those are not Aaron's. These are Lilas. I need 2 Lilas. But the Lilas are basically, this is more of a control deck than anything. It's actually really awesome because SKYFIRE is a fact. You can ditch a card or destroy a card on your opponent's side of the field. When your opponent normal summons or sets a card on their side of the field, you can destroy it and inflict 800. So if they start setting cards on you, you can blow them up, and then if you already used his effect, you can use hers. which is pretty cool. Trying not to run up on a ton of time. And 1 Gen X Ally Birdman. Alright, and for the magic cards, we got 1 Charge of the Light Brigade, Dimension Fusion as proxy. We have triple trade-in, once again, for getting SKYFIRE and Gajiltron, stuff like that, to the graveyard. There are 2 Gear Towns, or 3 Gear Towns rather, because this is the proxy for the third one. I run 3 Instant Fusions. That's to, you know, to speed it up a little quickly. Like if I only have 1 Black Salvo and Instant Fusion, I can still go into Flat Top and, you know, a whole bunch of other shenanigans. There are 2 MSTs, 2 Pot of Duality, and an Overload Fusion. That's if, you know, a game thing right there. If I'm about to die, I can Overload Fusion and remove basically my entire deck and graveyard and hand and field and get a huge Chimera Tech Over Dragon. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Foolish, and 1 Monster Reborn. And for traps, these 2 are proxies for the Decree. I need 2 more Decrees, but that is the trap aspect of it. I really don't want to do a whole bunch of time, so I'll just kind of move into the key parts of the extra deck, which are the only cards that I can find at this moment in time, so it works out. 1 Chimera Tech Over Dragon for Overload Fusion, 2 Scrap Dragons for the Gear Town Destruction, got 2 Flat Tops to get SKYFIRE back from the graveyard, 1 Zen Mains, and Cybersaurus. I do have a hell of a combo with the Heliopolis, the Dragon Dew from Pyratics, there we go, the rank 8. He's really cool. I tribute him off, destroy a whole bunch of shit, and we'll tribute stuff off and destroy a whole bunch of stuff. Or monsters, there we go. He's really cool, but yeah, I don't have him, I need him. But that is it. That is the deck that I've kind of been working on lately. I've been kind of out of tournament play for a little while because of work and such, but I will be back, hopefully sooner rather than later. Alright, this has been the Phenom, and peace out, y'all.